Good day, human Latiocytes. This is LatiosAzurill, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Omega Ruby Unlock. Here we are in Slateport City, and in this little market here. Last time we had a surprise birthday party, and, well, decided to build up our secret base, or at least, at the very least, design our secret base. This time, we're gonna do some events with event Pokemon. So, let's go. Where to start, though? Well, let's go to, I don't know. How about something not so challenging, but, well, here's Victory Road. I'm sure there's something to do around here. Maybe. Well, alright. So here we are in Evergrande City. Let's try out this. Let's try to use a certain event Pokemon that I really like. And that will be Diancie. Alright, so let's do this. I want to use Mega Diancie because it is a really cool Mega Evolution. It's an event Pokemon and it's just cool. So, let's do this. Now, can we find a wild Pokemon? Let's look. Alright, here we go. And we're gonna be battling a Mauville. That is actually pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie, I really don't want to fight this thing. I mean, it's level 40, but there is no reason to fight a Mauville. There really isn't. Because we're quad weak to it, even if we don't have any good moves for it. Face it. Let's just face it. So, alright, Hariyama. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough indeed. Alright, let's actually Mega Evolve and let's set up a Reflect. Since we're gonna go for that Mega Diancie. Oh yeah. So with that, Diancie is Mega Evolved into Mega Diancie. So we're going to set that Reflect Wall so that Hariyama isn't going to be able to do very much. It is going to go for that 40 damage Seismic Toss, but that is fine with me. I guess Moonblast's our best bet. And goodbye, Hariyama. That is really cool. And I think I hear a Golbat. Which, Golbat's not my favorite Pokemon, don't get me wrong. I'm not a huge fan, but what the hey. We have that Dex Nav, not that it really makes... No, that is not a Golbat, that's Tentacruel. They sound relatively similar, I just realized. I never realized how similar they sounded. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. That said, let's Mega Evolve, and let's go for a Diamond Storm. So, we are weak to its stab, water that is. We're neutral. We'll take neutral damage to poison, but that Diamond Storm just looks cool. And it's goodbye, Tentacruel. Good job, Diancie. Mega Diancie is actually one of my favorite Mega Evolutions. Not my favorite of all, although it's definitely high up there. So, I just wanted to, well, just give it a shot to give it its chance to shine. Because we have it, and we got that Diancie, and it's just a cool Mega Evolution. So, yeah. Also, let's see, Giratina. Let's give you a Grisius Orb, since we did find this a while ago. Let's just give it to you. And that is cool. So with that, Giratina changed form. So, alright, Gerard, let's put you back in the PC. We'll take out... What do you want to take out? Oh, hey, Deoloid. Let's do this. Alright, so now we have Gerard the Giratina in Origin form, who's now levitating rather than putting up that pressure. So, Diancie, thank you for that. Alright. And I know that Diancie wasn't really an official Pokemon from this unlock, but it was just a showcasing Mega Diancie. It was just an event thing. Diancie really had no chance of dying anyway. So, let's actually head to Flowerbur Town, because why not? Alright, so let's soar on our way. That's Route 113. We want to head to Flowerbur. There we go. So, we are going to make our landing in Flowerbur Town, because Professor Cosmo has something that just might be of interest to us. It just might be of interest to us. So, let's take a look. Because he was kind enough to give us our Gallade, and that was always appreciated, and I didn't mean to go up here. But this is kind of a cool cutting-edge telescope. It seems he focused on some particular sector of space. Interesting, indeed. Quite interesting. Deoxys reacting to the meteorite. Would you like to bring the Deoxys in our party closer to the meteorite? Sure. So, Deoloid is going to change to have superior stats for attacking. It'll change to any form. I prefer speed and attack, although it's already fast enough in its attack form. Well, so, to be honest, there's really no need for the speed form, I don't think, for your Deoxys. Because its speed form makes it a lot faster, but it's already fast enough as is. Now, I get, like, if you're in, like, Mystery Dungeon, for instance, if you want it to be in the speed form, it moves, like, double speed, that's one thing, but as far as in the main series games, it's already fast enough. I mean, the attack form is already overpowered. So, I'm gonna let Deoloid stay like this, I think. But with that, we have our Deoloid the Deoxys. So, let's move on. Oh, do you want to give us some honey? Dude, you want to give us a free honey? Ah, thank you. That hits the spot. Alright. Let's move on to, I don't know, what would be next? What would make sense next? How about... We had this Victini, although Victini doesn't really have a big in-game event here, so that's really not a big thing. I have this shiny Latios, not that it doesn't have any either, but we have Keldeo and Meloetta. Something to be said for them, I suppose. So for now, I think I'll put Deoloid back in the box, and I'll take out Gallade for right now. And let's move on. Let's head to... Let's head to Mauville, because why not? Let's go to the mall today. Oh yeah. Alright, so here we are going back in the air. I feel like today we're going to be doing a lot of... Okay. So, we just got into a... Wow, it's kind of funny that yesterday was the 4th of July, and here we go against a Braviary. That is kind of funny. Alright, let's just Ice Punch it. No need to Mega Evolve, let's just go for the Ice Punch. Okay. Good job, Muddy. Yep. Yes, okay. Yes, yesterday was the 4th of July. And at least when I'm recording this. And it's kind of funny that in the air we run into a Braviary. It's like it was meant to be. Okay, so let's land in the mall. So let's do some stuff around here, because why not? Alright. So let's put Galate and Cole in the PC for right now. Let's take out Meloetta and Keldeo. Because I think there's something around here in the mall that we can do with them, and it can possibly get kind of cool. It's a shame they got rid of the they got rid of the Mauville game corner for a few reasons. A, it was probably one of my favorite game corners, and B, well, it was just part of the game. It was the only game corner with a roulette table. So it's a shame they had to get rid of it. It really is. So here is the Battle Institute. I'm not too concerned about that. This is the inverse battle stop. Inverse battles are kind of cool when you think about it. In fact, our secret base, I think, we set it for inverse battles. Actually, we're not trying to leave right now. It's gotta be... Alright, let's take the bicycle around. I think there's a cafe somewhere in here that we're looking for. If I could find it, that would be most appreciated if I knew where I was going. No, I'm not trying to go up here and Mauville Heights, Mauville Hills, sorry. So, this is apparently the TV Mauville. Interesting. Quite interesting indeed. Alright, here we are back outside, in the courtyard. Clearly, I am not knowing my way around here. That's funny when you think about it. Here we go. It's here all along. I'm just blind. A mellow blend of coffee and music. Crooner's Cafe. Here we go. It looks just like those cafes in Lumio City, which is kind of funny. Alright. Teach a move to one of the Pokemon with us? Sure. Who do you want to teach a move to? You gonna move tutor? We'll check in a minute. You like music. You're going to mesmerize people everywhere with your guitar and this Pokemon's voice. You're Whismer? Good for you. Clearly everyone here likes music. I work for this move academy in the city. The thing is, we have no students right now, and that's why I'm drinking a lot of fresh water here. Sure, it's fresh water. Let me teach you a move to one of the Pokemon with you. Alright, who can you teach a move to? How about Meloetta? Meloetta is trying to learn Relic Song. Sure. Let's let Meloetta remember that Relic Song. Let's get rid of, Round. What the heck. It's definitely okay to forget Round. So Meloetta forgot Round, and Meloetta learned Relic Song. So with that, Meloetta now has Relic Song. So the user sings an ancient song and attacks by appealing to the hearts of the listening opposing Pokemon. So I'm going to let Meloetta, I think, use that in battle at some point. But also, you want to teach a move to another Pokemon as well? How about Keldeo? Keldeo is trying to learn Secret Sword. Sure, no problem there. It's a nice special fighting move. User cuts with its long horn. The odd power contained in the horn does physical damage to the target. So it's a special move that does physical damage. So it's sort of like the fighting equivalent to Psyshock. So let's give up. What's a give up? How about Toxic? You don't need to be a Toxic Staller. You're a Keldeo. So with that, Keldeo forgot Toxic, and Keldeo learned Secret Sword. What? Keldeo is... Okay. Interesting. Keldeo has resolved to battle, and has changed into Resolute form. So now Keldeo is in its Resolute form, which it is in when it has Secret Sword. Nothing really new there. So, that's kind of cool. That said, let's actually head out here. And there's a secret base right there. Interesting. Interesting indeed. And, okay, I guess we're battling this breeder, aren't we? Okay. Fair enough. So here we go against Pokemon Breeder Isaac, who sent out Whismur. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, Meloetta. Let's do this. Let's use that Relic Song. And of course, Whismur is soundproof. Okay, I should have probably thought about that before I did this. Okay, let's Psychic it. Really no need to CC right now. Meloetta can handle this easily. I mean, all of our Pokemon can, so I don't feel too guilty about using an event Pokemon that we didn't really catch in game, because any of our Pokemon could do this. But let's Relic Song here. So with that, we have taken down Poochyena. And Meloetta transformed into its Pirouette form. So the opponent's going to go into Taillow. Of course, now that we're a fighting type rather than a psychic type, you're going to go into Taillow. That makes too much sense. Way too much sense. Let's go for a psychic. I'm going to quick attack, but that's going to get a crit, but it still didn't do nearly enough. So we're going to go for a special move now that we're better with physical, but hey, you know, things happen. Alright, so you're gonna go into Makuhita. Sorry, it's just too perfect type coverage to not go for Psychic. You're gonna fake us out, unfortunately, but hey, whatever. That's fine. That's fine. Meloetta, you can go for a Psychic. Meloetta is a really cool Pokemon, I must say. It can only transform into this, transform into its Pirouette form in battle, but it's still really cool. So let's go for a Psychic. Because I guess close combat would have made more sense there, but hey, whatever. It's all good. And you're gonna go into Aaron. Keep battling. Is your Aaron gonna end up being sturdy? I don't know. Let's go for a CC anyway. Watch this thing be sturdy. And it is. You're not gonna go for like a counter, are you? You're gonna Rock Tomb. That's fine. Whatever. We're gonna be slower, but we're still level 50 versus level 17, so I think our chances are pretty good to be able to take this thing down. And goodbye, Aaron. So yes, Meloetta sleep, although I can't call it that since this was way too easy because it's level 17 Pokemon from level 50. But Meloetta is really cool in that respect. So, and then after the battle, it just goes back into its Araya form. But still, it's a cool Pokemon. It's a cool little gimmick in there that they put. I'm kind of glad they did that. Different Pokemon forms are always appreciated. So, let's move on to another Pokemon, because so many Pokemon. It's just so many Pokemon. Alright. So, let's put these two back in the PC. And let's take out... Whom do we want to take out? How about... Shaymin and... how about Genesect for now? Take out Genesect. We still have our Altaria and our shiny Japanese Suicune, for whatever reason. But hey, that's fine. Fine indeed. Alright. So, let's also take out... We can take out Tornadus, but... we don't really need to. Let's go with Thundurus. Oh, sorry, Landorus. We have a Thundurus that we've used in order to get them, and it's in its Therian form. These two are in their incarnate form. You can just stay like that, but, because I guess Prankster's a pretty good ability for Tornadus. But, let's take out our Landorus. Because first of all, we can get a few things. First thing is, here we have a quaint little mirror shop. Hi there, welcome. Wait a sec, don't tell me that you're with Landorus. Oh my, that's awesome. This mirror is called Reveal Glass, and it's said to be for Landorus. You can have it, feel free to use it, but don't tell my husband about it, okay? So with that we receive the Reveal Glass. Have you tried the mirror I gave you yet? I feel a bit bad for my husband, but items are useless unless you use them, right? Trainer, I'm cheering for you. Okay, cool. Well, you're trying to... Would you like to trade Pokemiles for prizes? How many Pokemiles do we... We have 2 Pokemiles, that's funny. Alright. And you want to give our Pokemon a massage? Sure, why not? So, okay. So yes, a lot of things going on in this here mall. A lot of things. So let's actually head up, and oh look, it looks like a real Pokemon, but in fact it's a fantastically realistic model. There's a note stuck on it that says, the Rhyhorn rider is out of order. Oh, that's a shame. Why would anyone ride on this kind of thing when you've got real Pokemon to ride on? I don't know, and is that Winona? And why is she up there? Young'un, take a good look at that. What could have gotten into our Winona? Standing there, way up high, feeling the wind in her hair. Good question, what could have? I don't understand. Well, either way, that's apparently a thing. So, let's actually head down here. Hey, that Pokemon you have, it's Genesect, isn't it? Shh, don't worry. You must be the one to give these to, eh? Say nothing, just take them. So with that, we obtain the Douse Drive. And the Shock Drive. And the Burn Drive. And don't say anything, I bet you it's gonna be the Chill Drive. There we go. Alright. Douse Drive, Shock Drive, Burn Drive, and Chill Drive. Just between you and me, these are some really rare items. They come from the Unova region, through some shady market, you know. Let Genesect hold one of these, and you already know about that, right? Hey, it's you. You know what I say? That 300 million years ago, Genesect ruled the world! Imagine if we suddenly went back in time. I feel lonely and homesick. And scared. Okay. I suppose if we went back 300 million years, that probably wouldn't be the best situation in the world for us. But, you know, things happen. Things just, they gotta happen sometimes. Alright, so... let's put these... well, actually... let's actually use the reveal glass that we got. Lane. So Lane changed form. It's a cool item. It changes the genies, I guess. I don't know what you call them. So let's take these two back into the PC. Also, actually, we can actually change Genesect's, well, what, we can change the color of its, well, the color of its drive by giving it a drive. Like, for instance, we can give it the Douse drive, for instance, and it'll turn blue. So, or we can change it to whatever. So that's kind of a cool thing. I'll take it back, though. I want to continue box operations. Let's put Lane back here. So now Lane is quite intimidating, if I may say so. Quite intimidating indeed. So Tony can just stay like that for now, I guess. Really no need to do that. Same thing, same item, same idea. So... also, what can we do? We can actually fuse together two Pokemon, in fact. I could fuse Yuri with Ralph, but Ralph is kind of ours. Zekrom was given to us, and you know what? Let's do this. Get a Black Kyurem. Because we have those DNA splicers, so why not use them? So let's fuse together Yuri with Zekrom. And there we go. Now we have Black Kyurem. Or Black Yuri, if you want to call him that. I don't know. With that Fusion Bolt and Free Shock. That's just powerful. Oh my goodness, that's quite powerful indeed. Alright. I know that you have to wait a turn for the Free Shock, but... still, it does a lot of damage. You have to wait until the second turn, but hey, it's still a powerful move. So, alright, there we go. You know what? Let's let Tony change form, because why not? Why not, indeed? Now I want to use it on Tony. There we go. So now you can have Regenerator, which I guess is kind of better than Prankster when you think about it. So, Regenerator's a really good ability, to be honest. So, there we go. So now we have Tony and Lane changing forms. Alright, we have these Pokemon Global Link Pokemon, which are kind of cool to have. We have Graham, who can use Primal Reversion, who we really haven't used, because we haven't really needed to. But we've seen Graham in non-battle. We caught him, actually, while he was, well, going through Primal Reversion. So, what else do we have? There's really nothing necessary for Xerneas. Well... we'll take Call Out for now, but how about Shaymin? Let's do something with my favorite legendary Pokemon of all. Why not, indeed. Alright, so let's head down to show our gratitude for all of the free berries we've ever gotten from the Berry Master. After we battle this is it Aroma Girl, I think? Aroma Lady, same idea. Okay, Rose. You have the type advantage on us, but the type advantage means absolutely nothing in this battle. I can't even describe how little the type advantage means here. So with that, we're going to be taking down that Oddish, because I would be more concerned if we had trouble with that Oddish. Okay, Roselia, that's a little bit more complicated, because that thing's going to probably have a poison point. I'm going to go for an Earthquake, just so we don't get poisoned. Last thing we need is to get poisoned right now. Good job, Muddy. Good job. Mega Evolution is just not necessary in this case, so... Alright. Cold grew to level 66. Shaymin grew to level 16. Okay, well, whatever. We got a Stardust. That's something that can be sold, I suppose. I guess it can be sold? Alright, so let's go surfing. And we're actually going to even pass our secret base, I'm pretty sure. Even though we're going to end up getting into a battle with a wild Linoon. Fair enough indeed, fair enough. Let's actually run from this thing. Because today isn't a day all about battling, today is a day all about form changing. But a Pokemon wants to look different. And of course we get off the bicycle in order to prevent getting into many battles, and we get into a horde encounter with a bunch of Electrike. Okay. Muddy is awesome. Muddy is going to EQ all of them. And they are all going to go down. Good job, Muddy. Good job. Alright. Golden King grew to level 84, and okay. Cool. There's our secret base right up there, as you can see. So here we are at 123. With that awesome, I guess, intro to the game music. Same music as the intro to the game, where they're walking into the world of Pokemon. So, alright. Something battle. What's something battle? I really don't know. I remember it was something like in, what was it? In the... Was it Ruby and Sapphire or something where he said, like, cool Latios or something like that? I don't remember. She gave you some special berry or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. And here, I don't know what you're supposed to say to her to get something special. I don't know. Whatever. Berry Master will give us some free berries. I think he gives us 2 of them, because he is definitely not stingy. Definitely not. So, thank you for that, man. Thank you indeed. Golly, you have a Shaymin! Speaking of Shaymin, do you have a Gracidia? I have many Gracidia right now, so I'll give you one. So with that, we obtained the Gracidia. In the Sinnoh region, there's an old custom that they give a bouquet of Gracidia to convey gratitude. In other words, if you give Gracidia, you can express your feelings, even without saying. For a shy person like me, there's nothing more useful than this. Cool indeed. So you know what, let's actually use it, because why not? So with that, Shaymin is going to change form. And since the Sky form of Shaymin is my favorite legendary Pokemon of all time, why not indeed? Why not indeed? So, just awesome looking. So, there we go, we have a Shaymin in its Sky form. Great, alright, let's actually head somewhere. You know what? Let's just soar. Let's save ourselves some time. Just a little bit, but Enough. Enough indeed. Alright. So, let's go to... Why did I just go to Lilycove? I meant... Oh, whatever. Let's see what's in Lilycove. Now, I know that because we actually went through a lot of Master Rank contests, we actually get to see some pictures up here now, in this exhibit. For instance, we have Pika in the Coolness Contest, Pika in the Cuteness Contest, Pika in the Toughness Contest. Our contest star, what can I say? Pika in the Cleverness Contest, and Pika in 3 beauty contests. Wow, that museum curator must like Pika. Oh, it's you! I'm the curator here. Do you remember me? As I promised, I displayed your Pokemon's portraits here. Yes, just as I imagined, the modern touch is pretty good too. Cool. If you actually win 3 of each Master Rank contest, doesn't matter if you use the same Pokemon, but it'll basically fill up the entire exhibit and he'll give you a glass sculpture. And that's kind of cool. Now, I am not doing that right now, it's just not necessary. But it's something. And you're gonna give us an Oranberry. Okay, I was kind of hoping for a Lumberry, but Oran's fine. I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. Alright, and here we go. This is the nice guy who gave us an Alterianite, which, since Mega Altaria is probably... I just like that Dragon Fairy typing, so it's probably... It might actually be my favorite Mega Evolution of all. But, he was nice enough to give us that Mega Stone, and I'd like to thank him. This is where fans of the Contest Spectacular trainers hold passionate discussions every day. Okay, the Contest Spectacular Trainer Fan Club. Someone has scrawled a drawing of Lycia's face on the sign. Okay. Fair enough. Wow, that's a lot of excitement. Oh, you're so popular, you're strong and very kind to your Pokemon. You're just perfect. I want to be your fan forever. Okay, it looks like we have a fan. He's the real LatiosAzurill! Shake my hand! Shake my hand! Okay. Yay! I'm not gonna wash my hand today! What? Yeah, you should probably wash your hands, so no. I'm just happy to be, just being able to talk with you. Girl, wash your hands, seriously. I've become your fan. When I go back to Kanto, I'll spread the news about how great you are. So please, come to my area, too. Alright, sure. Whoa! This brilliantly scintillating aura. You must be LatiosAzurill. I'm so glad that I believed the rumor that I could meet you here. You shine the most in Hoenn. There's no doubt about it. Okay. Whoa, LatiosAzurill! I didn't expect to see you. Lycia's fans don't realize how great you are. LatiosAzurill, am I right? Keep showing us your Pokemon's great performance. Eek, LatiosAzurill, you look so cool in person too. My boyfriend is really cool too, but a real star's coolness is a whole different level of coolness. Whoa, LatiosAzurill, just as I imagined, you're really cool. You're great in a contest costume, but you look sharp in your everyday clothes too. Oh, don't stare at my girlfriend too much. I'm worried you may steal her heart. Oh, don't worry, I'm not doing that. I became your fan after I saw you in the contest the other day. You seem to have gained quite a bit of popularity, I must say. However, only I should know your true greatness. I want to keep it all to myself. Roselia appears to be extremely excited to see us. Alright, cool. It seems we have some fans after all. That is really cool. And, okay. They just get excited every time we walk in. That's really cool. So, let's go somewhere. Where can we go? I don't even know where to go, to be honest. Take a boat ride again. Sure. Let's... I don't know. Slateport? Although I don't know why we're going to Slateport, to be honest. I don't know. Either way, here we go. Fairies book to plow through. Okay. Water. Let's see that. Oh, hey, it's Briny and Pico. How are you guys doing? Been a while. Definitely been a while since we've been here. Got that all-important Blastoise Ignite from right here. You want to tell us about how Wailord is breaching? That's kind of cool. Ah, hey Drake. You can tell that the sea breeze on your skin, that your old friend has still got it. Okay, alright. Alright, Drake, see you soon. See you soon, hint hint. Alright. And in here, I guess we have 2 people, I guess, going on a vacation, and that is interesting music, I must say. It's a bit embarrassing, but we'll show you our crazy in love power. You want to show us some power? Bring it. It's a bit embarrassing, but we'll show you our crazy in love power. So you're just repeating what your boyfriend says? Fair enough. Let's do this. So, here we go against young couple Leah and Jed. With Miltank and Tauros. Alright, so Muddy and Golden Keen, let's do this. Let us do this. Alright. Let's actually go for a Waterfall on the Tauros, and I guess we can Dazzling Gleam. Because Dazzling Gleam will hit both, so it might just... There we go, clearing the field. Okay, good job. I would not have gone for EQ because I don't need to attack Golden Keen. That's not what I want to happen. So, Shaymin's gonna go to level 18, 19. You wanna learn Leech Seed. I forgot Shaymin's still on our team. We don't need growth. I mean, it's not bad, don't get me wrong. It's a pretty good move. But, Shaymin grew to level 20. Okay, so with that we defeated this young couple here. Alright, well. Cool. But I think it's about time we hit land. So let's take a little nap. There we go. So we should have hit land by now, I think. So we're landing in Slateport shortly. Alright. We've arrived. Oh yes, indeed. Oh yes, indeed. Alright. So. Let's actually do, something else. Because why not? Next, I guess, how about... we move on to... how about Rotom? Why not? Why not, indeed? So, Shaymin's back to its land form, but that's still a cute little hedgehog. I'm not too disappointed. Let's do this. Let's go. I guess we can go this way. I mean, either way probably works. I think this is a... we don't want to fly back or soar back or whatever. This is a shortcut, more or less. Although we're going to battle a few people, so this is probably a bad shortcut, to be honest. But here we go against Aroma Lady Daisy. I guess Route 103, we've been here before, all the way back to the beginning of our journey, but we haven't been here in a while. We haven't been to this portion of Route 103. It's interesting that it's in a different map than Route 110, but whatever. That's fine. It's fine indeed. Double battle alert. Okay, here we go. These battles are probably going to be pretty simple for us because, let's face it, we could have been here a long time ago. And we just weren't. Alright, so, Buddy and Golden Keen, you can handle this, right? Let's go for Waterfall, and let's go for Dazzling Gleam. Like I said, I'm not going for Earthquake with Golden Keen out. That's just not worth it. Alright. So let's go surfing. And here we are at 103, the part near Aldale Town. We haven't been here in a while, though, I must say. But where we're really headed is back to, well, near our home in Little Root Town. Because we're here to talk to the professor. No, we're really not. No, we're really here about this here box. It's full of cardboard boxes with electrical appliances in them. Rotom would like to investigate the motor's electrical appliances. Sure. Which appliances motor will allow Rotom to enter? I like a lot of these forms. The microwave one is the Rotom Heat. Washing machine's obviously Rotom Wash. Rotom Frost for the refrigerator. Rotom Fan for the electric fan. Rotom Mow for the lawnmower one. I have to say my least favorite is probably the fan one, only because it's flying type, so... But the thing is, flying type gives it the nice immunity to electric, but it's already immune to electric with Levitate. I guess there's Mold Breaker, but still, it seems like a little unnecessary. I like the oven, but not as much as the other ones. Refrigerator, it's just too many weaknesses, but it's kind of a cool design-ish thing. I like the ice type, so just unfortunately ice gets a lot of weaknesses. I really like the washing machine. Water is my favorite type, but I see them in battle in, well, Wi-Fi battles so often, I get tired of seeing them. Although Hydro Pump is a really good move, I really like Rotom Wash. But my favorite Rotom form of all is actually Rotom Mow. So Rotom's gonna enter this motor. Trying to learn Leaf Storm, sure. I really like the Lawnmower one. Electric Grass is a really cool, unique typing, and I just kind of like it. Pain Split... You know what? What the heck? Shadow Ball is probably the better move to give up, but whatever. My favorite Rotom form actually is Rotom Mow. I just really like that cool electric grass typing. It's a cool Pokemon. It's a cool Pokemon indeed. So. I see a Poochyena. And we're gonna get into a battle. Let me guess. Poochyena? It's a Poochyena. Let's get out of this battle. Because, well, it seems like the thing to do, I guess. So, I think we're almost done with our event Pokemon stuff. This isn't really an event Pokemon, it's just a form, but hey, whatever. Like I said, I really like Rotom. It's kind of cool. I think they could have actually probably done... They probably could have made a bunch of different Pokemon with different to correspond to different appliances, but instead they decided to make just one with a bunch of different forms, which I guess is a cool idea. It's a little gimmicky, but like I've said in the past, I don't mind their gimmicks a lot of times. Just because something's gimmicky doesn't mean it's bad. But, yeah, let's head to Mauville, I guess. I guess we're back in the mall. Fair enough. Alright. Let's actually, let's do this. Alright. So, here we go. We have this Volcanion we got. Now, I did do a little bit of research into what we can do with these Pokemon. They actually have in-game events in this game. Now, I don't know exactly what happens with them, but let's actually check it out. So, let's do this. First, let's go with Volcanion. It has a really cool fire-water typing. It's just cool, but let's head into, it's in TV Mauville, I think I heard, right? Hoen's one and only TV network, TV Mauville. Welcome to TV Mauville. Many TV programs broadcast in the Hoenn region are filmed and edited in the studios here. Sure, let's take our own little tour of this place, I guess. Hot diggity! That's a Volcanion you have there, isn't it? As far as I know, the people in that group are the only ones in history to have seen this Pokemon. To think that I'd meet a trainer who not only found Volcanion, but actually caught it. What a day. I like you, kid. I'm the head of this TV studio. How about I show you some top-secret specials we made about Volcanion? They're a little something I made for a TV show once back in the day, but, well, things didn't work out, and they ended up getting shelved. Okay, sit back and enjoy my top-secret Volcanion specials. Alright, which clip do you want to watch? It's a 3-part special, I guess, so let's check out part 1. This is a special edition of MVTV, Explorations of the Ancient World. Join us deep in the swamplands of the Kalos region where we found the mythical Volcanion. Boss, there it is! It's Volcanion! Oh, get back! If it blows, we could send even huge mountains flying. It can change moisture into superheated steam in an instant with its internal organs, causing a massive explosion. That was a close one. Thanks for saving me, boss. Stay alert at all times. Don't forget your courage sensor. How about that? Quite the spectacle, wasn't it? That's our fantastic TV series from the famous explorer Brandon. Brandon? He sounds familiar. An explorer. Maybe one of these days he'll, I don't know, find some kind of battle pyramid to battle on. Who knows? So let's check out part 2. This is a special edition of MVTV, Explorations of the Ancient World. Join us in the untouched woodlands of the Sinnoh region where we found a mythical Volcanion. But boss, there it is! It's Volcanion! Oh, get back! Look at those arm-like things growing on its back. It uses those to suck in moisture to turn into a thick fog. If we stay here, we'll be trapped in the fog. That was a close one. Thanks for saving me, boss. Stay alert at all times. Don't forget your courage sensor. Okay. Alright, well let's check out part 3, the final one. This is a special edition of MVTV, Explorations of the Ancient World. Join us on a desert island in the Johto region where we found a mythical Volcanion. But boss, there it is! It's Volcanion! Oh, get back! An explosion from Volcanion can even change mountain ranges into plains! It's thought that ancient landmasses were formed in that way. That was a close one. Thanks for saving me, boss! Stay alert at all times. Don't forget your courage sensor. How about that? Quite the spectacle, wasn't it? That's our fantastic TV series from the famous explorer Brandon. So, I guess that's it. Alright, that was quite the spectacle. That's our fantastic TV series from the famous explorer Brandon. Cool. We're on a field trip! I need the host of the Trend Truth. My mom asked me to get his autograph. Okay. Oh, cool. It's a script for Pokemon News. Oh, it looks so good. I want to dig in right this second. What? You want to battle? Now? Okay, it's time to eat or be eaten. Our menu's stocked with dishes too good to miss, and our food court's packed with trainers too good to pass up. The Mauville food court is open for battle every day of the week! So it looks like we can give the news, maybe? I don't know. Nice angle right there, because it's the camera angle, I suppose. So, yeah. Cool. Cool indeed. Cool indeed. So we can't touch the equipment, but we can read, apparently, the script. Fair enough. Fair enough indeed. Alright, well that's the Volcanion event. Nothing that big, but hey, it's something. Definitely something. Alright. So I believe there is one more event Pokemon. And I believe it has a movie coming out really soon, actually. But that's Volcanion. Really cool Pokemon. Somewhat cool event, I guess. I don't know. Time for Hoopa. So. Hoopa's event is a little bit different. But here is Hoopa. Has his Magician ability, the Pokemon steals the held item of a Pokemon if it hits with a move. That's a really cool ability. I believe that's also Delphox's hidden ability. It's a cool ability. It's actually a kind of cool Pokemon. It's not that big, but hey, maybe it grows. Maybe it'll grow on us, who knows. I don't know why it's holding a strange souvenir, but I don't know. When we were traded it, I guess it happened to be holding one. Who knows? But let's go shopping. Hey, what are you doing? Are you selling something, man? Hey, do you have a minute for a story? This is something that happened when I was watching the store one time. It was like a totally dark night, moonless, and I was all, no way, this is so creepy. Then suddenly, whoosh, out of nowhere, the automatic sliding door slides open, and then this super duper scary old guy comes in, kinda unsteady, you know, kinda shambling. So, I'm thinking how terrible and scary this is. And then the old man shuffles over to me. He has a package, like, clutched in his hands. He's mumbling that he has to show it to me. Then he asks, do you know what this is worth? He keeps staring right at me and not even blinking. I was so freaked I was like, oh yes, it's, really something, isn't it? So the old guy grins at me, and he says, then I'll just give you this instead of money. Now give me everything you've got in this store. That's what he said. Really? I was like, what is this? Too weird, my dude. But I was scared, so I started shoveling over potions and, like, whatever I could reach. I gave the dude everything for this stupid package. And out he goes, like, with a wicked grin on his face. And he's walking out. He says, 3 days. For a mere 3 days will Hoopa be unbound. Really? It was like, I was all, stop freaking me out with this nonsense. I was like sweating. The back of my shirt was soaked. Anyway, nothing I could do, so I opened the package. It's just a dirty old bottle. Really? So I go, weirdness, wonder what's in it. I grab the stopper and carefully pull it loose. Blapped! It popped open, but there was nothing inside, so I figure I totally got fooled. Thanks for listening to my story. You know what? I'm gonna give you the bottle from that night, because you're so nice. It's not doing me any good anyway. Really? So with that, we obtained the prison bottle. That's a weird item. Sometimes I wonder if it really is only a dirty old bottle. For those last words that old guy said as he left, for a mere 3 days will Hoopa be unbound. Just can't seem to get that out of my head. For a mere 3 days, Hoopa will be unbound. I wonder what that means. I wonder. Well, let's see what this item does. A bottle believed to have been used to seal away the power of a certain Pokemon long, long ago. The prison bottle. So let's try using it on Hoopa. Whoa. Hoopa changed form. Huh. So here is Hoopa in its unbound form. This thing is pretty big, I must say. And really cool. Really cool indeed. So, I believe when we put it in the PC, it'll probably change forms again. I think it's actually better physical than special, whereas in the confined form, it's more special than physical. But it's a cool Pokemon, I must say. That is Hoopa Unbound. Really weird Pokemon, I must say. But let's put it back in the PC. It'll probably change back from its form into the confined form. Yeah, there we go. Alright, that's the Hoopa we're used to, I suppose. Well, so Hoopa's event is a little bit more, I guess, than Volcanion's, but whatever. That's fine. I don't think these Pokemon were officially released yet, so whatever. So it's all cool. Alright. So that is a lot of events we did today. We definitely did a lot. So we also have Chikorita and Oshawott from, well, they're the Johto and Unova starters. We might be able to get one more starter into this game before our journey comes to a close. Maybe. Just maybe. Well, that said, I think we have a little bit of training we might want to do, but let's head to Evergrande City. Or more specifically, the Pokemon League. Because next time, we're taking on the Elite Four again. At least we're gonna start. And we're gonna go all out. So let's actually heal up, first of all. Because we can. Alright. There we go. Alright, yes. Thank you for waiting. Thank you for helping us out. That was really kind of you. So, with that, we have our team. I think we're going to want to get into, like, the either high 70s or low 80s, I think, for the Pokemon League. Golden Keen's already, I think, slightly over-leveled, but what can I do? It's a traded Pokemon that we had since the beginning. So we have Gallade, we have Cole, Metagross, Pika, Golden Keen, and Muddy. I think this team might just have what it takes to go all the way. But we'll find out next time. So thank you for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time when we take on the first two members of the Pokemon League Elite Four once again. Goodbye.